The Pentagon just dropped a bombshell that could reshape the future of America's military and the world. The Air Force is pushing a plan to acquire 500 of the most advanced fighter jets ever designed, the Boeing F-47 next-generation air dominance. Each one costs more than the defense budgets of many nations. Imagine this: a single F-47 could fund NASA for an entire year. Multiply that by 500, and you're looking at over 300 billions. A staggering figure. But why take such a gamble? Because China is building stealth fighters faster than anyone predicted, while America's current fleet is struggling to stay combat ready. This isn't politics, it's survival. The F-47 could secure U.S. air superiority for the next 50 years, or break the defense budget in ways we've never seen. Here's the harsh truth: America's current fighter fleet is in crisis. Right now, only half of the F-35 Lightning II jets are combat ready. Out of 302, just 155 could take off if war broke out tomorrow. Readiness rates, once at 69%, have plummeted to 51%. Worse still, the F-22 Raptor, the symbol of absolute dominance, has only 143 of its 185 jets truly ready. Think about that. The most expensive fighter program in history leaves us with fewer than 150 jets ready to fight when it matters most. Meanwhile, China has produced over 200 J-20 stealth fighters, with their production lines still running at full tilt. For the first time since World War II, the U.S. faces the risk of being outnumbered in stealth fighters. Enter the F-47, the next-generation air dominance fighter, designed to flip the balance. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a game-changer built to dominate. With a combat radius exceeding 1,000 nautical miles, nearly double the F-22's range, the F-47 can cruise faster than Mach 2, carry more weapons, and boasts stealth so advanced it makes current fighters look like neon signs in the sky. But the real breakthrough: the F-47 doesn't fight alone. It commands a fleet of AI-driven drones called collaborative combat aircraft. Picture one pilot controlling multiple drones at once, scouting, jamming radars, or launching coordinated attacks. This is swarm tactics in the sky, something China and Russia haven't even dared to dream of. The F-47 isn't just a fighter, it's the quarterback of tomorrow's battles. The F-47 isn't just powerful, it's smart in design and maintenance. Traditional fighters like the F-22 or F-35 require massive maintenance crews, specialized hangars, and constant upkeep. The F-47 is different, built from the ground up with digital engineering and AI-driven manufacturing. Every surface, screw, and component is tested through millions of simulations before the first prototype is even assembled. The result: fewer design flaws, faster assembly, and drastically reduced maintenance needs. Boeing claims the F-47 can turn around missions in record time, keeping more jets in the sky instead of in hangars. In combat, that's the difference between victory and defeat. A fighter that flies longer, deploys faster, and costs less to maintain doubles America's edge. The F-47 isn't just cutting-edgy, it's built to endure wars. Now, the numbers hit like a missile. The current plan calls for 185 F-47s at $300 million each. That's $55.5 billion just for the jets, not counting training, maintenance, or infrastructure. But defense experts argue that's not enough. To maintain absolute dominance over China's growing fleet, the U.S. may need 500 F-47s. Do the math: over $150 billion, more than NASA's budget for a decade. The Pentagon plans to spend $20 billion from 2025 to 2029 just on development. Critics call it the most expensive military program in history. Supporters say it's the only way to keep America ahead. This isn't just about money. It's a gamble to decide whether the U.S. or its rivals control the skies. Why consider such a massive investment? Because China isn't slowing down. Their J-20 Mighty Dragon already outranges the F-22 and F-35 with over 100 nautical miles, and their production numbers are climbing monthly. It doesn't stop there. The J-35 stealth fighter is entering service on aircraft carriers, allowing Beijing to project air power across the Pacific for the first time. More troubling, satellite imagery reveals a mysterious J-36 prototype, possibly a sixth-generation fighter. Analysts warn it could match or even surpass the F-47 in some areas. China's rapid development of new fighters has caught U.S. intelligence off guard. Meanwhile, Russia keeps adding Su-57s. A two-front conflict could pit the U.S. against hundreds of stealth fighters. For the first time in decades, the skies could tilt toward the adversary. Producing 500 F-47s isn't just about money, it's about industrial might. Boeing hasn't built a new fighter production line in decades, and America's defense industry has shrunk significantly since the Cold War. Today, we have fewer factories, fewer skilled workers, and a more fragile supply chain. The F-47 will require thousands of specialized components, from rare stealth coatings to super durable alloys for jet engines, produced by only a handful of suppliers worldwide. Scaling up production means rebuilding an entire industrial ecosystem. Even the stealth coatings require materials made in limited quantities. Achieving mass production could take until the 2030s, demanding a level of national mobilization unseen since World War II. But history shows America can do it. If successful, the F-47 won't just protect the skies, it'll revive U.S. industrial strength. Some argue the U.S. could just upgrade the F-22 or build more F-35s. But the reality is brutal. Upgrading the Raptor costs nearly as much as building a new F-47 while still lacking sixth-generation capabilities. Expanding the F-35 is futile in the Pacific, where range is king. The real danger is America falling behind as China accelerates. But spending too much on the F-47 could starve funding for ships, bombers, and cyber capabilities. This is a strategic bet, one America can't afford to lose. Some experts suggest upgrading the F-22 or producing more F-35s instead of investing in 500 F-47s. On paper, these options seem cheaper, but fall short in critical ways. The F-22's 1990s airframe can't handle sixth-generation threats without a near-total redesign. The F-35, while versatile, lacks the range and endurance needed for Pacific warfare. In short, both are the wrong tools for the future's fight. The risks cut both ways. Build too few F-47s, and China or Russia could gain air superiority. Build too many, and it drains budgets for the Navy, missiles, or cyber warfare. The biggest risk is time if F-47 production lags while the J-20 and J-36 surge. America could face its weakest air force in generations just as adversaries peak. The F-47 debate isn't just about a jet, it's about America's future. Will we invest to ensure absolute dominance, or hesitate and let rivals close the gap? History shows one thing: air superiority wins wars before they start. The F-47, with its range, stealth, and AI drone swarm, is the ultimate insurance for peace through strength. But the story doesn't end here. It continues with you. If you believe America must never fall behind, subscribe to the channel now to stand with the strength of U.S. air power. Your support helps us keep delivering hard-hitting content.